is Shahaf, CEO for COTI. I'm here to give you a brief update and recap of all of the recent events and all the craze around COTI lately. Today is October 4th. This is Tel Aviv, Israel. I'm back home. So let's begin. This is the kind of metrics that we never discussed, but I think quite awesome. This is our our Twitter following. Almost 160,000 people. That's a lot of people out there. Telegram is notching like the next 800 people that will join our Telegram group will get us to 30,000. So it just means that by the time this video will be aired, we might already be there. And if some of you remember, we just recently celebrated 20,000 people. It means that COTI is growing in terms of following. I've recently looked at CMC and CoinMarketCap. There are over 120,000 people that have put COTI, the coin, at their watch list. So this is rather amazing, and we've seen it all around. Right now, just looking at Crypto Fair, Galaxy Spore, Luna Crash, whatever. COTI is number 2. I think we were also number 1 at some point. More than even Tezos, Algorand, and Nero and Axie. So this traction is rather amazing. We're super thankful and humble, and it shows the power. Guys, I'm back from the Cardano Summit. This was my badge there. Cardano Summit, VIP even. We're talking, and we'll talk about the JED stablecoin. But even before we dive into that, I would just let you know that while being in the summit, a lot of people actually recognize me as the CEO of COTI. And what it means, it also means, just circling back to what we just talked about, COTI is very well recognized and very loved with the Cardano community. And I see a lot of love coming from the Cardano community. From the COTI community towards the Cardano community, and it's very much appreciated. And it's great to see both of us just rise like this. Guys, JED stablecoin is a game changer. I heard someone say that this is a new era for COTI, and without being too extravagant, I just have to agree. JED is big because, first of all, JED is a stablecoin for the third largest market cap going out there, ADA. This is big, but it's even more than that because this will be the stablecoin used for whatever DeFi happening over Cardano, and it's booming right now. And I can tell you right now that the top DeFi products now rising over Cardano's infrastructure have already approached us and asked me to bring to JED. But even more than that, the idea for the Cardano chain is that you want to have a predictable cost when you pay gas fees. And a stablecoin can do just that, and JED can do just that. So just imagine that on every transaction of Cardano, JED is used. And what is awesome for COTI is the fact that we are the issuer of that stablecoin. We collect mint and burn fees for the stablecoin and for the reserve coin out there. It has been announced on stage by dear Charles Hoskinson and myself. I couldn't be happier. This is simply awesome. There's been some recent news right now over the American administration wanting to regulate stablecoins. Just so we're clear, this is amazing for COTI if that actually happens, because we are going to play that game and to be regulated. And if it takes out non-relevant players, great. But what it will also bring is, again, predictability. And if you know how to play the game right, you can actually win. And if stablecoins were to be regulated, it just means that, we can see towards the future, we can understand how long-lasting this will be. And for JED, which will be one of the biggest stablecoins out there, it's not just me saying that, it's Charles Hoskinson saying that, and the entire Cardano Foundation. For COTI, it's an amazing news. Everybody understands it. So get ready for that. AdaPay, today we've released a new version of AdaPay, again allowing us to scale up even more and adding new features to merchants. I have not forgotten that I promised you to announce a new enterprise client for AdaPay, and we will announce it. They just wish to finish integration first. I respect that, but when that is done, we'll obviously announce it. And as you see, the demand for ADA, both for NFTs, auctions, and for other use cases, is continuing to grow, and we're part of it. And AdaPay is growing. And remember, both for JET and for AdaPay, whatever we collect as ADA fees will be converted to COTI on the market and sent to the treasury, which we'll dive into this. Debit cards and bank accounts. Guys, we've done it. It's ready. It's out there. Why aren't you listing? I'm just joking. I know a lot of you have requested a card and a bank account, and it's being sent these days. Some of you have already received it. Some of you have already made payments with it and sent us videos and uploaded that on Twitter. Guys, it's awesome. It's beautiful. Please do even more of that. We will soon have an AMA. I plan on taking part, and I'll invite Nimrod Leavi, the CEO of Simplex, to take part. And we'll discuss everything you want to know about the debit cards and bank accounts. But this is super important because this is like the extension of everything that is COTI and everything that we run on the trust chain even more. Use the card when you want to make a payment. Use the bank account when you want to sell crypto, buy crypto, without all the hassle that usually comes with traditional things. So it's out there. We're super proud. Mainnet 2.0. So the big news is that we already have a launch date in mind. My guys believe that early November, which is 3 weeks from now or so, we can release Mainnet 2.0. That again will bring dramatic improvement to how fast and scalable Trust Chain is. So put it in your diaries, early November. It's around my birthday, if you have to know. Trust Chain will be released at 2.0 version. So get ready for that. Treasury. The Treasury, again, I've put that as in the center. It's the center epoch of our growth plan because this changes everything for the best, and I've discussed that in length. There's no need in diving into that again. But the big question always remains, and it's when. So we also have a proposed date for that. Probably mid-January, we'll be able to release the first version of the Treasury. There are still some design debates on exactly like how the LP token work. Will it be on Ethereum or Trust Chain? Will it begin even as a database release and then change to Trust Chain? Just still some design aspects that we're looking into. The idea is just to make it that simple and easy and low cost to use for our users, because we do want you to take all the advantage and all the rewards that you can get from this system and be super flexible on it. So Treasury, mid-January seems like a pretty decent date. That's what my guys think. Again, software is complicated. It may not be at that specific date, but that's the plan. Just so you know, that is coming. CVI, we haven't been updating about this recently. Does not mean we're not working on it. As you know us, when we're super quiet, it means that we're doing awesome things. So CVI, the biggest thing that is happening in the next couple of weeks is the volatility tokens, the ones that are based on Ethereum volatility. So you can expect that to come to the DEX near your neighborhood pretty soon, a couple of weeks or so. And we are working on something else quite big with Chainlink. If I and the marketing team will absolutely shoot me if I pull the trigger here before Chainlink does, so I won't, so don't tempt me. But something pretty awesome is coming with Chainlink as well. They are a great partner for COTI and for the crypto volatility index. And another thing that is super important for us is with a lot of the things that we build, there is a lot of depth to it. Like a lot of work is being involved. And sometimes this work is not properly communicated. Sometimes people may miss something that was so difficult to do. Like even doing a volatility token that keeps its peg to an index is super difficult. You can check out what Volmix is doing. They have something that they have released recently. It's not working, and ours does. So the way to do that is pretty complicated, and the way to communicate this is through white papers and in-depth articles. I know for some of you it's a bit over the top. I understand that, but for those of you who do want to dive into what we're doing, we will release such articles. There is one coming about volatility tokens. There is one coming that shows the correlation between volatility, the index, and predictions in the market. So if you're trading the markets, this is something that you will want to read. And the last, and again, I think this would be the holy grail for the crypto volatility index, is about impermanent loss in DeFi pools and how the crypto volatility index and trading it can actually resolve that problem. And that is a huge problem in automated market makers. It costs traders and liquidity providers so much money every day. We can solve that, and there is an article coming about that, and then the system to actually do that. So today begins the fourth quarter of this year. This has been an amazing year for COTI, as all of you know. I can't even start counting all the things that were achieved this year. It's amazing to have such a supportive community. I can sense it, feel it, read it. I love this. And thank you all for being with us and taking this journey with us. I'll continue to make these videos. I know it's very helpful. I know that in the past I haven't done this enough, but I'm improving now and doing it now, and I'll continue to update you. And I was honored to be your emissary out there in the Cardano Summit. I can tell you that we are loved, and it's great to be with COTI in this time of the year. So guys, stay COTI, and I will see you again soon.